So before I get started with the video, I'd like to kind of clear things up a little bit in the form of an apology. Now, I just, the other day, I uploaded this video that I'm remaking right now. It was a Christmas Noobs commentary, and I'll be talking about that in just a moment. But in the beginning of the video, I shared a small little story I had about this kid who came up to me when I was at work, and he just asked me the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. And apparently, when I was telling the story, I kind of sounded like a douchebag, and I sounded like a real jerk, and I watched it, and I kind of did sound like that, but I wanted to clear that up with you guys. You know, if you did see it, it only had a couple hundred views, so I don't know, you may have seen it, but I didn't mean to come across like that at all. You know, I wasn't, trying to tear anyone down or anything like that. And I'm going to share the story with you guys in just a moment for those of you who have not heard it. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't trying to be a jerk at all or anything like that. And in my defense, out of, the 400 something videos I do have on my YouTube channel, when have I been the kind of guy to tear people down? I like to have a nice friendly environment on my YouTube channel most of the time. But yeah, just wanted to clear that up. Maybe it was a little bit of a misunderstanding, but yeah, I really wasn't trying to sound like a jerk or anything. So if you did see the video and I came across like a douchebag, I apologize, I'm sorry. That was not my intention whatsoever. Okay, so let me share the story with those of you who have not heard it, and I'll make this pretty quick. So originally I got a job at the movie theater in town, and I was working the snack bar with another employee, and it was really dead. It wasn't busy at all because everyone that was in the movie theater was in the theater room watching the movie. Now, this kid comes out of the movie. I think he went and saw Walking with Dinosaurs or something like that, and I really don't recommend going to see that movie if you've been thinking about it. I hear it got terrible reviews, and I just hear the movie was bad. But he walks out of that, and I would say he was 7 to 9 years old, somewhere in there. Half of his face was painted like a skull, so it was kind of interesting. I don't know why, maybe he was just doing some with his friends. I don't know. That's not the focus of the story, though. So he has a broken arm. He has his arm wrapped up, and it's in a sling, and he seems really kind of shy, really nervous, and he walks up to the counter, and he's like, I need some suggestions, and we're like, okay, what for? And he says, my broken arm, it hurts a little bit, and I need some recommendations of what I can put on it. I was thinking about putting water on it, but soda might be better, but I don't know, it might get sticky. And in the previous video, this is kind of where I went off, kind of trying to emphasize how ridiculous that is. He is a little kid, but when have you ever heard of putting soda on a broken arm to make it feel better? I was trying to emphasize how crazy it was to me that someone said that, even though it was a little kid. But we're like, yeah, probably not soda. Here's a bag of ice. And he just took the bag of ice and went back into the movie theater, but it made me think. I was like, why would he think soda makes your arm feel better? Like, maybe I'm missing out on something. Maybe soda is like, maybe it's just magical. Maybe it just heals things, and doctors don't know what's up. I don't know. That'd be crazy, right? If we just, like, that actually was true and we didn't know, but this little kid was like a medical prodigy. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting, it was kind of funny, and I wanted to share that with you guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. Alright, so let me talk about the gameplay a little bit, which is kind of the primary topic for this video, I guess you could say. So I'm playing on Prison Break, and I think this was my, third or fourth team deathmatch on the PS4, and I'm using the Remington with thermal, which is actually a pretty solid setup, if I do say so myself. But Prison Break literally looks amazing on the PlayStation, and I've always been a big fan of outside maps that have trees and vegetation and things like that. I love the forest, and I just love foresty kind of maps. And on the PS4 it looks amazing. I mean, if you look at the shadowing, the textures, the colors, it's awesome. But don't let this video, make you think different, because with YouTube, it definitely, like I said in a past video, it kicks the quality in the nuts. And especially because I had to upload this gameplay to Facebook from my PS4 download it, and then put it on YouTube, and so the quality's definitely going to take a hit. But this map looks amazing. The PS4, it's amazing. I love it. But the main focus about the gameplay is I'm playing against Christmas noobs, and Christmas noobs are everywhere. And I'm going to be telling you kind of how to find them. And if you are unfamiliar with what a Christmas noob is most of the time a younger kid. You know, sometimes it's people older than myself. They get Call of Duty for Christmas, and they aren't that good. They're all low ranks, and I don't think rank really determines your skill in Call of Duty. But with this game having such a huge learning curve, if you jump on it right away and play against people that have been playing this game for, you know, a couple months now, you're gonna get destroyed. So that's what's so nice about Christmas noobs is I hop into games with all these people that, you know, are like old drivers, like they're completely oblivious to everything around them, and I just stack up on gameplays and get high scores, and I love it, and that's, you know, that's amazing. But if you're having a hard time finding Christmas noobs, I'll tell you, you should probably be playing Team Deathmatch or Free For All or Domination, probably the core game types, because I would say a third of all the Call of Duty players in Call of Duty Ghosts are in Team Deathmatch, and it's like that with all the Call of Duties, even though there's, you know, 15-something game types you can choose from. Team Deathmatch is easy, it's simple, and everyone knows how to play it, so that's why all the Christmas noobs are going to go for that first, because that's what they're familiar with, it's what they know. So I recommend playing Team Deathmatch, or, you know, even Free For All and possibly Domination, but you're not going to find a lot of Christmas noobs playing Search and Destroy right off the bat. I mean, they may be a Search and Destroy veteran from other Call of Duty games, but most of them are going to be playing TDM, so I hope you guys use that tip well, and happy hunting. Before the video wraps up, I'd like to share a couple things with you guys. Number one, I always have really cool links down in the video description, like my Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram, cool things like that. You could always follow me on those, you know, see like up-to-date stuff with my life, my YouTube channel, or even if you just want to get into contact with me. Those are great ways to do so. And number two, I guess kind of the same thing, is now I have a Twitch link down in my video description, because the PlayStation 4 has a built-in capability where you can live stream on Twitch, and before with my computer I didn't want to deal with that hassle, and I honestly think I could have some pretty fun live streams, and you know, possibly do that with subscribers and things like that. So if you want to follow me on there, and you know, so you can get notified when I start live streaming, that'd be awesome, and I hope you choose to follow me on there. Also, if you just found this video randomly and you actually made it this far into the video without clicking off, my name is Purple Grizzly, and you know, if you're new to my channel, I feel like if you chose to subscribe, you wouldn't regret that decision. So I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this video so far, and I kind of expressed myself in the beginning, and then I got into the story, and then Christmas noobs and all that. That was kind of the agenda for today. Nothing else really. I like eggnog. Do you guys like eggnog? I love it. It's amazing. I hope you have a nice rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. Peace out, you guys.